Hi guys, welcome to Operation Crypto and this price analysis update on Zilliqa. We have not touched it for around a week, and in terms of price action, we've not seen much, to be honest. I mean, we're broken out of this falling wedge, pushed up to around 10.7 cent and rejected and come down to 618 level. So throughout this video, we'll take a look at another few key levels where we could potentially invest, and some areas above where I think we can target in the short to medium term. If you're new to this channel, please make sure that you are subscribed, hit that like button, and let's crack on. So welcome, as ever, we are sponsored by Cointelegraph Markets Pro. It is a platform I use on a daily basis. This is where I get all my news reports, my vortex alerts, everything that's going on historically with an asset is given to me on that platform. You'll see a full platform review on the homepage of my YouTube channel and a link in the description of this video. So Zilliqa, this is a Tether pairing, and it is on Huobi. I'm using a Huobi chart. I've always used this one just due to the fact that it has a lot more historical price data. And looking at the current price, we are currently just below 10 cent at 0.096. And like I did mention a few weeks back, I was looking at this falling wedge and I was waiting for a breakout, which did happen. And then we pretty much hit 10.7 cent. Double top tier, seeing a wick there and a wick there. We've then rejected, and I would have said, probably last video I put on in terms of price analysis, I probably said, look at this move, look to target this area of support down here, and this 618 Fibonacci level at 0.086. And if you did watch that previous video, and you did place some orders here, you'll be sitting in a nice bit of profit so far. A few things to note: that when we had this bullish cross here, remember bullish crosses on AMAs usually a very lagging indicator, so the price actually started pumping from 20th of July, but we didn't get that cross until the 12th of August, so that's around a 2-week gap. And the same is happening here. So we've had a bearish cross here, which, I mean, the bearish price action started from the 6th of September. So if you're ever looking at moving averages and you're thinking, right, I'm going to trade this bullish or bearish cross, the event has actually already happened, but it does give you a good longer term perspective of what's going on. I'm expecting that to get a bullish cross soon, and then the market does start to pick up, because Bitcoin, I think, is going to target 60k. With that, I think it will bring the altcoins up in the dollar pair. Probably ignore the Satoshi pairs, because they're going to get wrecked, unfortunately. But in terms of dollar value, I think it's a good time to buy now. So let's just have a look at the current price action. Just be wary that this is a solid area of support. As you can see here, support wick, support here. Resistance and support here, the same here. It was, but it lost that area of support, come back down, and now we've broken up and then retested, and now we've come back down to this area of support, which again we have bounced off so far. So if you're looking for some buys, I mean, I would still consider some buys at 8.6 cent, just because, you know, if Bitcoin has a nasty day and it could shake a few people out. But that's an area I would look to target. But in terms of this entire move here, we could have a look at another few levels. So we've got this region here on the 4-hour time frame. 9 cent could be a decent area, but just beware we're getting a potential bullish cross on the 4-hour, which has already happened, as you can see. So if you're looking for buys, don't worry about the cross. Target some here at 9 cent, or even this region here at 0.93. If you're looking for a few orders, target 9.3. and 9 cent, and I think those could be two good areas. If you're looking to stop up on your Zilliqa, could be areas to look at loading up on. I know a lot of people have lost patience with this and are wanting to get out and to get into to different assets with potential bigger gains. One thing I always say in crypto is do not lose patience, because remember when you first invested in this, you invested in it due to the fundamental tech behind it and the use cases and the ecosystem, and I could go on and on. But for me, nothing has changed in Zilliqa, other than the fact that, I mean, you could say a slight negativity is that the marketing is probably as ramped up as it was in late 2020 when we did see that major price action. But I think it will return. Probably another bad issue was the fact of that Polygon hack, and the bridge was a little bit later than first said, but for me, it's nothing to worry about. Fundamentally, the project is still sound. So That's a buy zone, that's a bearish case scenario. If you're looking for some bullish areas to sell and either take profit or just move on completely, the first major area is up here at around this 618 level, a negative 618 level I must add, at around 13 cent. And if you're looking to accumulate, I think that could be a decent area, because let's just put this path out here. So we've had that 618 recovery here. I'm expecting a push up to this region here at 11.6 or 12.8 cent before we get a rejection back down to this region, and then go up and target that area of resistance and hopefully push through. And fingers crossed that's what can happen. So if you're looking for take profits, that is the first region for me at around 13 cent, and then we've got this key level up here at 15.4 cent. But I am doing price analysis video updates on Zilliqa every single week. Somebody said on Twitter, not heard from you for a while, are you still bullish on Zilliqa? I'm still bullish on Zilliqa. I think it's a great project. I think they've got a great team involved, and like I say, they've just joined partnerships with Valkyrie, who also are pushing through a Bitcoin ETF. So those two can go hand in hand and give some major price action going forward. Just before we jump into the Bitcoin pairing, what I would like to cover is a platform I'm using on a day-to-day basis. This is BlockFi.com. You will find a link in the description of this video, and once you sign up and deposit funds, you can get up to $250 in Bitcoin in your account. Lots of things going on, so you can earn up to 3.5% back in Bitcoin on every single purchase using my card, the BlockFi.com card. But also you can earn up to 8.25% APY paid out monthly on crypto holdings. This is, like I say, paid out monthly, but is in your account, and you can see that daily interest which is coming into your account. This is a compound calculator here. If you, for example, have 10,000 Bitcoin worth of dollars over 5 years, you can earn up to $2,500 in Bitcoin. So it is a great way to earn that passive income, and passive income for me is the future ahead. I mean, keeping your money in banks these days, pretty much pointless. You're earning like 0.01%. Move it over to crypto, into even to a stable asset, and you can earn on that cryptocurrency, like I say, on a day-to-day basis. So go ahead and check that out. Right, so here is Zilliqa BTC, which has just been dropping like most other Satoshi pairs. This is a daily time frame. I'm using a Binance chart on this. There's not quite enough data on the Bittrex chart, or the Huobi chart either. But a few things that I should say that I don't want to say worried about, but the fact that Bitcoin, when it goes on a run, it pulls back market dominance. If you just look at the dominance here, Bitcoin obviously has broken since 29k. It's been really good. I mean, it's nearly doubled in price, and with that, it is sucking money out of altcoins. And I'm expecting something like this over the course of the next 4 to 8 weeks, maybe a real rise in Bitcoin, pushing up towards that 52% region. With that, ultimately, the BTC pairings in altcoins dwindle, and I had this level marked up previously where to buy at 173 sats, which I've hit, but we're actually losing that level now. And I don't want to sound too bearish, but look down at this region at around 114 sats. It is a bottom of that move there. I mean, you could try and target a few of these weeks. Anywhere from around 110 to 120 satoshis is a region where I think you could potentially load up. So if you're holding Bitcoin now, that's great, because now is really the time to be holding Bitcoin. When it comes to the point to flip from Bitcoin to Satoshi to altcoins, this could be a good time to flip into Zilliqa once the price is down here around that region. So just monitor that. It may not happen, but it could be a great potential chance if the market does reclaim a huge amount of dominance, and the Satoshi pair could drop up to 30% in value there. So buying down here and then waiting for the next major alt run, we will see some monumental gains in cryptocurrency and across all coins. And this will, I mean, look at that. That's just a 209% move up to the all-time high. And in Satoshi pairs, they will start to break all-time highs. I'm expecting at least late Q4, early Q1 2022. So in terms of price analysis, I'm not going to look at levels above for a BTC pair. That is the area I would look to buy. It's not going to happen overnight. It might take a few weeks, but let's just monitor that, and we'll come back to it on next week's video and have a look at what's gone on in the bigger picture. So that's going to do it for today's update on Zilliqa. If you're new to this channel, please make sure that you are subscribed. Jump into my Patreon too. We've got lots of calls going on a day-to-day basis. We have, if you're just looking at this chart here, this platform, lots of things going on. We've got lessons, tutorials, articles. We've got an active community now. chart requests, which I'm pushing out every day. If you need any chart requests, why not jump into my Patreon? And we've got a good community now, some great people in there, so something for you to think about. The link for that is in the description of the video. So thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you next time.